Yes.
Good evening. It's 6 p.m., September 27th, and I would like to open the Zoning Board of Appeals meeting for this evening. I'd like to announce that this meeting is being televised live on local cable channel 8. Yes, that's correct, 8. If we could please rise and say pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, next. Does anyone have a public comment regarding anything not related to any agenda items tonight? If so, please check in with Mary Ann, and you can have 3 minutes to make your comment. Anybody in the audience have anything not on the agenda? Okay, seeing none. I will ask for public comment on each hearing tonight at the end of that presentation. So tonight at the first hearing, I guess there's 4 regular sitting members. And why don't we go with George this time for the first hearing? And having said that, would someone like to read the first hearing, please?
I'd be glad to do that.
Golly, that would be great. Thank you.
Okay, new hearings, the date is Wednesday, September 27th, 2023. 9 Running Light Way. Owners Stanislav and Irina Berdashevsky request a written finding under 174-17 of the zoning bylaws to allow for construction of an addition, extension, and alteration to a pre-existing non-conforming structure on property located in an R3 zoning district, map 111, parcel 65, Mashpee, Mass. And I apologize if I mispronounced the name. Okay.
No, Berdichevsky is correct.
Want to share one?
Yes, you,
Got it?
I got it. I'm looking at it.
You guys share and I'll
We're going to share.
You guys share. We'll share.
I'm the sharing.
That'd be great. I presume David has a plan, building plan? Perfect. Pass those down.
Okay.
Counselor.
Good evening, Mr. Chair, members of the board, Attorney Christopher Corain, representing Stan and Irina Berdichevsky, who are the owners of property at 9 Running Light Way in the New Seabury neighborhood. As noted in the hearing notice, they are proposing an addition which requires approval from this board under a written finding under 174-17 because of the fact that the structure is pre-existing non-conforming. The structure itself is pre-existing non-conforming in 2 ways. The first, rezoning district. And also, there is an existing deck outlined here, which is only 12.1 feet from the property line, and thereby violates the rear yard setback of 15 feet, which is required in the R3 zoning district. Also, the shed that's shown on the easterly sideline is only 4.8 feet from the property line, so technically that would be a non-conforming condition for that shed. So what the Berdichevskys are seeking is a written finding for an addition on the westerly side of the house, which is approximately 500 square feet. They will be removing the existing deck and replacing with a patio, so that rear yard nonconformity will be eliminated. They also are removing the shed as per the plan, so the nonconformity to the easterly side. Yeah, I think everything's being removed there. Or, you know, and if not, they can move it within the 15, there's certainly plenty of room to move it within the 15-foot setback. The addition itself will conform to the rear yard setback and the side yard setback. It will be 27, I'm sorry.
27.6?
Yeah. It'll be 27.6 feet from Running Light Way, which will make it non-conforming, but again, that won't be any closer than what currently exists as a non-conformity at 22.9 feet. The existing lot coverage is 19.9. With the removal of the deck and the shed, overall footprint and lot coverage actually goes down from 19.9 to 19.7%. So, given the reduction in the lot coverage, given that we're eliminating 2 nonconformities, and we're not increasing any existing nonconformity, as I say, we are going to be within the front yard setback, but we're no closer than what currently exists, I would suggest that the board would be well within its discretion to issue a written finding for this project.
So to summarize, no new nonconformity.
Correct.
And I'm very impressed, I'm very happy with your dashed line that shows your setback criteria. I'd love to be able to require that on all plans.
Right.
Do the board members see this dashed line all the way around? That's the envelope for the house that it must stay within, see this dashed line?
Yep.
Anything outside of that is not fitting into setbacks.
I
Very
agree.
well done, that's impressive.
I like it. I do too.
Having said that, what I'd like to do next is any letters to be read into, and then I'll go to the board.
I have one
Go
question.
ahead.
I see on the existing back deck, there's a spar. You didn't talk about removing that?
To my knowledge, that isn't being removed. It's just simply the deck and the patio is being moved.
Okay, is that even with the ground, above ground? What's the deal?
See if I have a photograph of it. Yeah, if you look at it's not even with the ground, so one of the photos I have of the area proposed addition, you see, it looks like the cover of that spa, which is certainly above grade. I don't know if
But
the,
is it a portable product that can be picked up and moved? Some of them are, right? And I don't know if is that considered lot coverage?
I don't think so, but I defer to Dave whether or not they consider the spa lot coverage.
We do,
Okay.
we do, but I would
It's
say.
a structure, right?
I would say it's a structure, I'd say it's less than 120 square feet and not habitable, so I would call it, a 5-foot setback.
So question, and you said lot coverage, went from what to what?
From 19.9 to 19.7.
And if, let's say, the spa was not included, but you included it, probably would not exceed the 19.9.
No, I don't think so.
5 by 5.
So it's your opinion that it's going to remain.
Yes, my understanding is that it's going to
Are
remain.
you happy with that answer, Jonathan, or do you want more information?
No, I think it's fine, but it's outside the envelope. Does that bear into it, David?
It's still
Again, I mean,
12.1.
it's a separate structure by itself now that they're taking the deck down. I would say that it's, in the footnote, I believe 19 on 17431, they have a provision for structures as sheds that are less than 120 square feet that are allowed to have a 5-foot setback.
And that's 12.1.
So that's like if it was a shed, same type of deal.
I see it as that, other habitable structures, it says, uninhabitable structures.
What I'd like
I
to
don't
do
really
is,
have a problem with it, but I do consider it to be part of the lot coverage.
Right.
so what I'd like to do is, let's read some letters into the record if there are any, and then I'll go back to the board, and then David, 'cause that way we can gain some intelligence, if in fact or knowledge.
Yep, there are two comments, one Board of Health, one Conservation.
Yeah, and that way the board may have more comments.
Yep. Board of Health comments received 9/19/23, 9 Running Light Way. Board of Health, to remain 3-bedroom, Title V inspection required for change in footprint. For the Conservation Department, comments received 9/19/23, 9 Running Light Way, no wetlands jurisdiction. I had nothing else in my folder.
Fantastic. So now I have a couple of questions, if I may.
Yep.
The board in the past has frowned upon, and we've dealt with it in different manners, on things going onto other properties. New Seabury Properties, there's a fence from this property going on to that. You see it? I don't know if the board wants to deal with it or just let it go. Top left. See the reserve area, A1, I2? New Seabury Properties, a fence coming off this property going off into their property. Historically, the board has, they've decided in both ways, whether we should make an owner remove on an abutter's property or not remove. We've gone both ways.
I see a row of arborvitae.
See to the left of that at 13.6, right to the left that is a fence.
That's a
The
fence?
circle with the line.
I see it, stockade.
Right, so that fence goes on to New Seabury property, off of this property.
So I would think that
Be removed.
we would want to see some sort of a letter from New Seabury saying, not a problem.
Or remove it.
If you want to, if the board were inclined to approve this project and condition it on either the stockade fence being removed from the reserve area or a letter stating that New Seabury has no problem with it, I don't have any issue with a condition in that.
I would presume that we're not too concerned about the row of arborvitae being natural, they're plant growth. I'm not so concerned, they're just gonna grow, right? But the
Right.
fence is a different theory. So whomever makes a motion, if it's asked to make a motion, could we include the fact of what was just stated, please?
I think I can do that.
Thank you.
Good for you, Charlie.
So again, to summarize, no new nonconformities, no expansion really of nonconformities, right?
Yeah, there's no intensification of the existing one, so
Right.
I just want to be clear, this part of the addition is non-conforming, but at 27.6, it's not any closer than what's already there.
Exactly. So you're
Right.
not creating a new
Correct.
nonconformity because it's already at 20.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And we're not getting any closer than what exists.
And when I reviewed it, it made sense to me because it looked like there was some time and effort made to be able to make that statement.
Yes.
Exactly. So I'm happy with that.
Yep.
So may I go to David? What are your thoughts, David? on this
Yeah,
one?
I'm of the same opinion that they're not creating new nonconformities, and I don't have any problem with the plan.
Okay, having said that, I think we've covered a fence, we've covered a spa.
Yep.
The boat rack will be removed or dealt with because the shed's gonna be removed. Any other comments from this board?
So the height is 18 and a half feet, or 18 feet, 7 inches, 1/2?
Yeah, I believe that's
Just a
what,
one-story?
yeah, it's not, I think the house itself is only one, it's kind of like a chalet type look to it, but I think it's only one story.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it.
Yeah, if you look at the-
Except for the addition.
Right, if you look at the
story.
pictures, the entryway is kind of like most of the other house.
That was probably built in the late 60s,
I would think it was, absolutely.
because there's a few of those around.
Yes.
Okay, any other board input?
I don't have any issues.
I'm
Seeing
good.
none? Audience input? Anybody in the audience have anything to say about this application? Seeing none?
1966, according to the field card.
Wow.
And it says one story per the field card.
So I'd like to get a motion to close the public hearing, please, or public comment.
I'd like to make a motion to close public comment.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Okay. So I'd like to get a motion in reference to the application. Ally?
To make a motion relative to 9 Running Light Way, owners Stanislav and Irina Berdichevsky request a written finding under 17417 of the zoning bylaws to allow for construction of an addition, extension, and alteration to a pre-existing non-conforming structure on property located in an R3 zoning district, map 111, parcel 65, Mashpee, Mass, with the following conditions. Motion. Number 1, the board has determined that the applicant meets all the conditions of a written finding under Mass General Laws 40A, Section 6. 2, site plan, prepared for Stanislav Berdichevsky, 9 Running Light Way, Mashpee, Mass, scale 1 inch, equals 10 feet, date October 19th, 2021, prepared by Warwick and Associates, Inc., signed and stamped by Gary S. Labrie, number 40039, registered land surveyor, dated 7/22/23. 3, building plans, 9 Running Light Way, Mashpee, Mass, prepared by Birdie Consulting, Constructional Engineering, date 09/18/2023, A100 basement, A101 first floor, A102 second floor, A103 roof plan, A104 south elevation, A105 north elevation, A106 west elevation. Number 4, conditioned on all town department comments read into the record, including but not limited to the Board of Health and Conservation Department comments, and including Title V inspection for change in footprint. Number 5, any changes to the plans will require the applicant to return to this board. Number 6, the board finds that the proposed project is not substantially more detrimental than the pre-existing non-conforming structure to either the town or the neighborhood. Number 7, also conditioned on the removal of the stockade fence infringing upon the adjacent property, or receipt of a letter from the adjacent owner, New Seabury Properties, permitting the fence to remain.
I presume that would be done prior to the submittal of a application for a building permit.
Being done prior to the submission
Thank you, sir.
and request for a building permit.
So I have a question as the chair, and I know that's a motion, Charlie. So Charlie's, and it's probably Jonathan more than anything, Charlie's not sitting on this, right? And yet he's making a motion. Want to make sure that he's doing it correctly, because we're seconding a motion that he's not sitting. Are we okay to do that?
I believe we are.
I
He's
believe-
just making
Wanna
the
make sure.
motion, he's
All
not
right.
voting.
All right, so Charlie just made a motion, and I'd like to have a second on
I'll
that.
second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Great, thank you very much.
Thank you, Charlie. Thank you.
Paper? Paper's coming down.
Coming in.
Okay?
It's on its
You're not
way.
gonna be there, Mona.
Well done, Charlie.
No, I'm not.
Good job, Charlie.
Going down that way.
Don't you wish it was this easy when you were in front of the judge?
It was easier.
Was it?
It was easier. I'm in front of the TV.
What I'm gonna do in the next one, ladies and gentlemen, is I'll have George still sitting, only because it's gonna be a short extension, and then I'll have you, Charlie, at the last one. so that you
Okay.
can-
Read it if you want, Charlie.
All right. New hearings, the
Oh,
the
there you go.
Monmouth
We're
Square?
not done yet.
Okay.
I get hell for that all the time. So you
You
get it
and me-
now.
You and me both. You're
Slow
on
it
it,
down, Charlie.
you're on it, just one more word. Nah, you got it.
Send it in the right place.
Oh, yeah. Georgie,
You, Johnny?
find your name.
Is that it?
Nope.
That's it.
I think.
Send.
Thank you. Okay, Charlie, we're ready.
Okay, are we doing the Monmouth Square?
We are going, yes, the next, yes, 339.
Okay.
Let's go.
Second item on the agenda for Wednesday, September 27th, 2023, is 339 Monomoskoye Road. Owners William P. and Roxanne M. Simmons request a special permit under 174-17.1 and 174-33 of the zoning bylaws to raise and replace a pre-existing non-conforming single-family structure on property located in an R3 zoning district, map 120, parcel 26, Mashpee, Mass. And there is a letter from Attorney Christopher Corain relative to requesting a continuance until the October 25, 2023 hearings in view of the date scheduled before the Conservation Commission.
Sharon, could you read that letter? It's right there.
I have a letter dated September 25th, 2023. It's in regards to 339 Monomoskoye Road. Dear Chairman Bonvy, as you know, we represent the owners of the property referenced above. It is hereby requested that the Wednesday, September 27th, 2023 hearing be continued to October 25th, 2023, as the applicants are currently scheduled to be heard before the Conservation Commission on October 19th, 2023. Thank you for your attention. Very truly yours, Christopher J. Corinne.
Mary Ann, do we have time on that agenda available? Okay. So that being said, I'd like to get a motion to accept the applicant's attorney's request for an extension, and please, whoever makes the motion, to include that, the issue of that letter, please.
Okay, motion relative to the 339 Monomoskoye Road to accept the request on the part of the attorney to continue the hearing before us until October 25th, 2023, as the applicants are currently scheduled to be heard before the Conservation Commission on October 19th, 2023, in accordance with a letter to the board from Attorney Corain dated September 25th, 2023.
I'll
Thank you,
second.
Charlie. All those in favor?
Aye.
Great, Thank you very much. Have a great night.
So the next one and last, I would like to have the regular 4 board members and Charlie, please, and 234 Main Street, please read it into the record.
And the last item on the new hearing agenda for September 27th, 2023 is relative to 234 Main Street. Owner Nathan J. Conley requests a written finding under 174-17 of the zoning bylaws to allow for construction of a family room and entryway addition, extension to a pre-existing non-conforming structure on property located in an R5 and historic districts, map 37, parcel 71, Mashpee, Mass.
So I presume you are, either represent the applicant or are the applicant.
I am, yeah.
Could you give your name, address, and your association, please, to the applicant, if you're not the applicant?
I am the applicant. Nathan Conley and 234 Main Street.
Okay? Proceed, please, if you would like to present your
I'm a little
request.
less prepared than the last gentleman.
That's all right, he comes quite often, he's here a lot, so, but that's all right. We don't bite.
So I'm just building a little breezeway with a family room coming off the side. It's set back a little less than what's existing already, but kind of with the angle of the house and the road. It still is not back the 40 feet. I think it's 34 or something like that.
Are you all set at this?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so I would really lean on you, David, on this, I guess. I'm not, let me just look at my,
He's extending the nonconformity of the front setback from the street. He's not in my opinion, he's not creating a new nonconformity, and he needs a written finding from the board.
so are there any letters to be read in record only because the board should have?
Yeah, I
knowledge
do.
of those before
I
we-
think there is one.
Why don't we read that in the record if we could, please?
Well, relative to the, let's see, Conservation Commission relative to 234 Main Street, not in wetlands jurisdiction.
Great.
Relative to letter received from Evan Lera, the Historic District Commission reviewed and approved Mr. Conley's proposed addition at 234 Main Street, and thus the Planning Department recommends approval. That's relative to the Historic District aspect of it. And Board of Health received 9/19/23, no comment, no increase in bedroom flow to remain 2-bedroom. And I think that covers everything.
Thank you, Charlie. Board questions, please.
I have a question. Is the concrete patio behind the proposed addition, is it already there?
Yeah, it's behind the house that's there now.
Okay. So I thought this was an addition. It's not?
It is.
So the brown is so the addition is the other building. Brown is existing.
So if you look at the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I'm like, what is David saying? And I said, wait, he's more intelligent than that. And I looked and I said, well, I see why he's saying what he's saying. So the house that exists is 30.4, the addition is 34.7.
Right.
So technically, he is not creating a new non-conformity.
I got it.
No, he's extending the.
Thank you, Ron.
I did the same thing, so that's why I had the answer very quick.
Is that correct, David? He's extending the
He's
existing.
extending a nonconformity.
But he's not creating anything new.
No.
Yeah.
I
No,
would
no.
like to mention, on the building plans itself, they're on, the building is gonna be, the foundation's gonna be on sonotube.
Yeah.
So I would require in the permit process that this has an engineer's stamp.
Okay.
So for the conformance of the high wind zone that we live in.
Okay.
All right, because that's not normal procedure, is a foundation would be, they have a spacing of, lag bolts on a regular foundation, where this doesn't have that.
Yeah.
An engineer has to sign off on that.
Okay.
David, we don't need that in the motion, do we?
No, I don't, but I just
You
wanted to
won't
bring it.
issue a permit
I
without.
don't think so. I can do that in the permit process, just an engineer has to okay.
If I could talk about storage containers, so storage containers slash shed, right? Because they're 3 feet away and they look like they're bigger than 120. And that concerns me a little bit. How long have the storage containers been there in their existing spot?
Pretty much since I moved in, because the house doesn't really have any storage.
Is there a disseminate or separation between, what, site plan, here you go.
Yeah, storage containers are not allowed.
Yeah, so that concerns me.
So can you
It's one
remove
of
those,
them-
Yeah,
since they're not allowed?
yeah.
To me, a storage container is somewhat more intrusive than a shed, and we've got anything more than 120's got to be, you know, I don't know, I'm just looking at it saying storage container just concerns me. And
I don't like them either, to be honest with you.
so we're in agreement,
just-
then this makes it easy.
Yeah,
So you have no problem if we condition it on removal of
Probably
the storage?
yeah, I just had to, I'll have to get a storage bay.
You got that?
So correct me if I'm wrong, it sounds like you wouldn't have a problem if we conditioned it upon you removing them.
I can figure it out.
Great, that would make it easy for us and you.
Okay.
That makes sense, David?
What's the timeline on that?
Before we ask for a building permit.
Building permit.
Yeah.
Can you handle that?
Yeah.
Huh?
He's
Can
gonna
you
find
handle
a
it?
storage
I would-
locker
Yeah, I'll have
with
to get a
the
storage.
I would probably give them till until the final sign.
You okay with that?
I'm okay
All right,
with that.
well, zoning enforcement officer's okay with
You
final
have
occupancy.
until,
Till he gets occupancy.
An occupancy wouldn't be issued
Occupancy
without them
permit.
being removed.
Yeah,
So whoever makes the motion
Okay.
prior to the occupancy
so
permit
you got
being
plenty of
issued.
time.
Okay.
How many is
figure
there,
it
2 or
All
3?
right.
There's 2 storage tanks there.
So the 2 storage sheds shall be removed. What's the third thing out back there? I don't have the plan anymore.
There's a shed there.
Okay,
and
which
there's a
is fine.
fence that doesn't encroach.
So the
that
2
doesn't-
storage containers shall be removed prior to the issuance of an occupancy.
Yep.
And the shed's on, what, 140 square feet? Is that on, what is that sitting on, cinder blocks or what?
No, it's just, cinder blocks, actually.
Okay, is that an issue, David?
no, you
I have
gave
no
it
issues
away.
with the
I
shed.
know.
Okay.
Can I get that site plan back for a second, David?
We can borrow mine if you want.
No, that's okay. I just want to spend another second. I had something that I was looking at also before.
Well, that's a big driveway. You don't shovel that by hand, do you?
No, I got a little plow with ATV.
Wow.
So, David, you have any other input?
No, I mean, even the storage sheds, if they've been there for 10 years, they're existing.
He's agreed to take them out.
What they're taken care of. The shed's no problem. I have no issues with the new addition.
Board have any more comments?
Nope.
Nope.
Anybody in the audience? Nope. No more board questions, so I'd like to have a motion to close public comment, please.
So moved.
So moved.
Second.
Oh.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we're clear on the removal storage containers. Is there anything else we have to have in this? Okay, so could I get a motion in reference to the hearing, please?
I will propose that. A motion relative to 234 Main Street. Owner Nathan J. Conley requests a written finding under 174-17 of the zoning bylaws to allow for construction of a family room and entryway extension to a pre-existing non-conforming structure on property located in an R5 and historic districts, map 37, parcel 71, Mashpee, Mass, with the following conditions. Number 1, the board has determined that the applicant meets all the conditions of a written finding under Mass General Laws 40A, Section 6. 2, site plan, prepared for Nathan J. Conley, 234 Main Street, Mashpee, Mass, sheet number 1 of 1, date February 6, 2023, drawn by JVB WNH, checked by MC, prepared by Cape and Islands Engineering, drawing title, proposed addition plan, stamped and signed by Matthew C. Costa, number 52282. 3, building plans, prepared for Conley Residence, 234 Main Street, Mashpee, Mass, date July 1, 2022, prepared by CES Designs LLC. A1, front, right, and rear elevations. A2, proposed floor plan. 4, conditioned on all town department comments read into the record, including but not limited to the Conservation Department, Board of Health, and town planner comments. Number 5, any changes to the plans will require the applicant to return to this board. Number 6, the board finds that the proposed project is not substantially more detrimental than the pre-existing non-conforming structure to either the town or the neighborhood. Number 7, also conditioned on the removal of the 2 storage containers shown on the submitted plan prior to the issuance of a final occupancy permit.
So I have a motion, do I have a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Brad, I apologize, I didn't include you in this one. I missed it, sorry. Won't happen again.
We only had really
Good luck, Nathan.
Good luck.
Thank you.
That's true.
We never went down.
It's all garbage.
It is now.
What'd you
That was
say?
their approval from the Historic Commission.
Oh,
Which is my question
There you go.
for Mary Ann.
You playing with the senior league this year?
Say what?
Playing the senior league?
Game's gone. Disaster.
Wow.
Now, Mary Ann, do you provide the script?
No, not for you. No, she doesn't, these are my own.
I've only played
Would you like
a
to send
dozen
you this?
times this year.
Yeah,
Good luck to you.
yeah.
Very
I'll
disappointed.
get it from
What do you,
Jonathan.
do you have a rental?
Oh, I just couldn't. find the
Jonathan didn't
keys.
have one, I made my own.
Jonathan had a
No, he
script.
doesn't, I'm telling you.
Sorry?
I'm asking for the script.
I won't give him my script.
I'll give you one.
Yeah, he's gonna make a donation.
Boy,
Mine's a new improved version.
Yeah, well,
I have his script.
I love
I
it.
have it in my laptop.
Give them
What
that
up?
anyway.
Need the
Charles,
script.
Yep.
it's hard to do without.
the script.
I have a script, yeah, right. I have one for every
He's
meeting.
saying he won't share it
It's
with me.
custom design.
My God.
Throw it to the wolf, Billy.
What a guy.
nice job.
I'll give you one.
Conversation, Joe. Nice job.
So do I? Okay.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
good.
I
Very
thought
good.
it was really hard.
All right,
It really should be.
Yeah.
we're gonna do the other business?
Other business?
Yeah, I gotta sign something here.
Don't rush him.
Okay.
I'm
Another
sure
one? We
somebody
done?
can find something for you.
One more, 1 second.
This is mine.
Okay. So approve meeting minutes dated September 13th, 2023. Would like to make a motion, reference those minutes.
I'll move.
Charlie, do we have a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
No one made a motion.
Wasn't there? Oh.
He made a motion.
No.
Charlie did. Yes, he did.
What?
He
She
he
said
made
no
the
one made a
motion.
motion. I said Charlie made the
did. I
motion,
raised-
seconded
you
by
did.
Buzz.
It
All
was,
right, so that
hyphenated.
being said, I have nothing topic-wise, I'm waiting on Ed Petchy, but hopefully you'll get me something to start these new criteria rolls, so. That's good.
Make a motion to adjourn.
A second.
All those in favor?
I don't
We're
think
adjourned.
we've gotten out at 6:30 in like 2 years.
At least.
There really wasn't much on the, the agenda
Maybe
was.
3 years.
Sharon, if he doesn't send it to you, let me know.
Okay.
Oh, come on, I'll send it. Wait a second.
Ron,
I
you-
got an extra one for you right now.
Ron, you did another superb job, though.
Well, thank you, sir.
Send it electronically, Ron.
Take a look at this, and I'll tell you, that is a form that I use.
That shirt. Nice shirt.
Who will be sitting
Name it, how
to
are you?
the question?
Oh, yeah, no, that's every single.
Where's Cadge?
Thanks,
Oh,
Brad.
Absent, no call?
You don't
Thank you,
have the
Brett.
pledge written down?
Is he working on
Where's
his house?
Cadge?
Is he working on his house?
Bobby
I
Cadge.
say it every day.
Well, there you go, you should, why do you have to write it down?
Because the
for
person
Sunday.
who says it over the PA reads it from the
8:40
script.
do it.
I don't have to read the Pledge of Allegiance from the script, I can.
Me, Dick,
I know
and
it.
Catch.
Why, you kidding me?
I'll do it.
If I didn't know it, I wouldn't even be sitting.
Force him to be remembered.
I'll do it.
I know.
Pledge allegiance to the,
Yeah, I can tell you
the
that.
kids
Anybody that
don't know.
doesn't know it better get it figured out.
John, you gotta go,
Back the
John.
ball around.
Kirby, I'm the same way. I'm terrible.
He had the pledge in it.
I just want to get out there.
I'm okay with that, I got, I'm a
Much
big.
little pickleball player than I'm a golfer.
Hey, you know what?
Jonathan did